Hey, welcome you all to the course Software Engineering and Project Management. This is Abhinay Gulavraj Dhamankar, belonging from IT Department, PICT Pune. I welcome you all to the course. In this session, we are going to discuss another issues, that is types of testing, verification, validation, like this way. Now let's discuss types of testing. Verification. It focus on finding the defects as early as possible. What is verification means? Finding defect as early as possible. It makes sure that the software application is getting developed is in correct way with respect to the requirement set at the very beginning end, right? So it is having the conformance with this requirement analysis. Okay, do you understand this? It makes sure that the software application is getting developed in a correct way with respect to the requirements. This is the main important question. Okay, always asking to ourselves at each moment of time, are we doing the job right? That is verification. The answer, are we doing the job right? Are we doing the job right? Again ask the same question to her, are we doing the job right? Yes, this is called verifying. So it is the left arm of V model, and it is also known as static testing, as this is before execution. The process of verifications are systematically read the content of SRS. So what is SRS? Software requirement specification. That is SRS. Software requirement specification. Then find the issues, that is defect, get them solved. Static testing is a software application is not executed over here. Moving ahead, types of testing. Validation. First phase we see verification and then validating. A disciplined approach to evaluate whether a final development application fulfill its specific intended purpose. So whatever you have developed is validating that thing, that whatever product you have developed is giving correct output or not. That is validating. Again, one question everybody should ask at that time, are we doing the right job? Again ask the same question, are we doing the right job? What was the previous question? Previous question was for verification, are we doing job right? Right? Are we doing job right? This is the verification. But if we say that, are we doing right job or not? Continuously validating this job right, is the job right or not? So this is called validation. It represents the right arm of the V model, and it is called dynamic testing, also known as dynamic testing, and it is usually happen after execution, right? So level of testings are there: unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and acceptance testings, isn't it? Next will be what is difference between verification and validation. Let's consider in tabulated format in under two compartment. First thing have listed verification, and here is validation. Very first point on the left side and verification side, are we building it right or not? This is the question. That is meant by verification. Are we building it right or not? So are you building the right thing means validation. It means validation. So what are the question? Verification question is, are we building it right? Are you building the right thing? There are two different minute changes are there. So both it means different meaning. So what is the verification meaning? Are you building it right? Validation, are you building the right thing? Next point, ensures that the software system meets all functionality, verification. And the second point, it ensures that the software system meets all functionality. Under validation, ensures that functionality meets the intended behavior. So whatever the behavior is required, that behavior is getting or not. Verification takes place first and includes checking of documentation codes. Validation occur after verification and mainly involves checking overall product. This is a verification done by developer and validation done by tester. It is usually says that our own code cannot be tested by the developer itself. So it is best way to give that code to somebody else for testing. So that's why the testers are there to validating these kind of things. So verification done at the developer side and validation done at tester side. Next point, have static activities as it include the reviews, walkthroughs and inspections to verifying the software is correct or not. And here have dynamic here we have dynamic activities as it includes executing the software against the requirement. Next, it is an objective process or subjective decision should be needed to verify the software. It is subjective process and involves subjective decision on how well the software works. Next, the method of testing. Next method is black box testing. So what is meant by black box? The name itself is called black. So definitely, if in general sense, if you look out into this block, we never seen what is this block content because it is a black color in nature. Okay, we cannot see inside of this block. So the name itself is self-explanatory, black box. We doesn't know inside of that block. So application is treated as a black box where internal mechanism is not known. This is the main thing. Do not look inside the program code. We are not interested in program code verification and validation. Just specify it is specification based testing, also known as functional testing. So for example, your function written into code, function written into the C++ functions, whether that functions gives proper in and out or not, is just testing that things meant by black box testing. White box, definitely it is also called as glass box, and in general sense, what is meant by glass? It is transparent. So inside this glass we can able to look, right? We can able to look out the thing, so we can see these things. Application treated as a white box where internal mechanism is known to us. So this program code are internal structure, so it is called a structure based testing, and it is also called as glass box testing, right? So definitely we are not just testing the function A and B, we are also interested in the coding part here, right? This is the type. Next method of testing is unit testing. Unit, all right. Unit is, what is meant by unit? Unit is a small piece of software that can be tested in isolation and verifying its behavior. Isolation. Yes, it is also called as a function testing. Individually we are testing function and they are in and out properly, they are behaving, working or not. But the one unit may contain n number of functions, isn't it? N number of functions. So definitely we cannot call it as a function testing. We should call as a unit, one function, another function group together forming one unit, and then we are testing that. It is so it is usually done by the developer. It is usually done by the developer side. Either done with unit testing manually or having the tool JUnit or NUnit. And what is the purpose? It ensures the code that meets the requirements. Ultimately, checkpoints. Whatever you are writing the code is meets whatever the requirements by the customer are stated or not. Next point is integration testing. Look at this diagram. They are integrating each other, right? The purpose is, the main purpose is to confirm that individual testing, individual unit is can be worked together to forming, to delivering the proper intended functionality, right? To confirm that individually tested unit can work together. So this is the one individual testing, unit testing. If we combine these two each other or any other, and as a whole they are working fine, right? It is done by developer and tester, both is required. The type of integration testing is a top down, bottom up, critical part first and big bang. Next is system testing. It is conducted on complete integration system to evaluate system compliance with specified features, whether the specified features are getting or not. It is usually done by tester. It falls within the scope of black box testing. Yes, the system testing. Next will be the software quality assurance. Let's discuss on this topic. Software quality assurance. What are the main quality assurance goal are there? To ensure the management of data, which is important for product quality. What are the SQA activity? SQA activity is prepare on SQA plan, right? Prepare SQA plan for the project. It participates in the development of projects, software process description, reviews software engineering activity to verify compliance with defined software process. Next is audits the designated software work product to verify compliance with the defined software process. Fifth one, quality activities, SQA activities are ensure deviation in the software work. These work products are documented and handled accordingly to documented procedures. And last one is the records and any non-compliance and reports to the senior management. Next is what is SQA plans? SQA plans, it provides the roadmap for instituting SQAs, software quality assurance. It serves as a template for SQA activities. There are 7 sections or element in SQA, right? First, management section, document section, standard section, practices, standard, practices and conventional sections. Fourth one, review and audit section. Test section, problem reporting and corrective action section, and last one is others. Next, SQA templates, that is the what IEEE suggests. IEEE standard SQA templates are contains one, first, purpose and the scope of the plan. Next, description of a work product, applicable standards, SQA activities. Fifth, as a template contains tools and methods or standards used, software configuration management procedures and roadmap managing changes, methods for maintaining SQA related records. Here it required SQA. Then organization roles and responsibilities. These are some SQA templates that must be contained. Software quality frameworks. What is the process are? It define the process here, and then develop the product, analyze the product quality, whether quality is satisfied or not. This is the question marks, and according to yes and no answer, it improve the again, if quality is not up to the standards, then definitely improvement, the analyze the quality, and again this will be the looping here, or otherwise standardize the process. Software quality assurance. In this we have McCall quality factors. McCall is a scientist. There are two classes of quality factors that affected software quality. He stated, first is directly measures and second one indirectly measures. McCall, Richards and Walters have proposed software quality factors into three categories. So first category is product revision, product transition and product operation. What are the phases that they are? This is called McCall's triangular model of our quality assurance. In product revision, maintainability, flexibility and testability are there. Product transition phase, portability, reusability and interoperability are there, are main issues. Product operation, correctness, reliability, usability, integrity and efficiency. These are the three important issues, three important categories. What are the quality factors are there? In previous diagram, whatever we have discussed here, these are maintained in this criteria and the description. So product revision, maintainability, how can I fix it? Flexibility, can I change it? Testability, can I test it again? Can I change it? Can I test it? What is the product revision? Product transition, portability, reusability, interoperability. What it means? Portability, will I able to use on another machine? Reusability, whether should I reuse? Interoperability, will I be able to interface it with another system? And the last one, product operation factors. For the criteria are correctness, reliability, efficiency, integrity and usability factors. In that we have the description. Correctness, does it do what I want? Reliability, does it do it correctly at all time, and will it run as well as it can? Efficiency, it is secured or not? Integrity, usability, is it easy to use? These are the some description questions. Next, moving ahead our discussion to the ISO 9000 models. Now look at one of the example is given here, software quality assurance. How the customer are assessing their quality, how we can assure to the customer that we are building, or any particular company or any system entity are building quality products. they are providing the certificates of quality assessment. So look out this one of the example here from the Seed Infotech. Now look at the authentication here. This company is ISO 900-2000 certified company. So this gives some kind of a belief that definitely they are processing some kind of a good quality factors, good quality process they are using. So this is ISO 900. This is one of the sample certificates. Look at the Seed Infotech itself. And on their website they have mentioned that we are an ISO 9001 2015 certified organization that operates through well defined system and procedures. So they are committed to this quality, they are committed to this process properly, they are following the process. So definitely at the customer side or any person using that services are believe that they are going to be get a quality in their services, or definitely they are going to faith that at one moment of time we are giving quality product. ISO 9000 models. The ISO 9000 models family of quality management system standard is designed to help organization ensure that they meet the need of customers and the stakeholders while meeting statutory and regulatory requirements related to the product or the program. ISO 9000 series are based on 7 quality management principle. 7 quality management principle, that is also called as QMPs. First QMP, that is main 7 quality principle. First is customer focus, second one is leadership, third one is engagement of people, fourth one is process approach, fifth one is improvement, sixth one is evidence based decision making, seventh and last one relationship management. Right. Next topic of discussion is CMM model. CMM is capability maturity model. The long form is used for improving the software project. CMM. It is usually used for improving software project, used in assessing how well an organization process allowed to complete and manage a new software project. Okay, the levels of that, there are 5 levels are listed here. Right. First one is initial level, second is repeatable, third one is defined level, fourth is managed level, and fifth one is optimized level. CMM contains all these 5 levels. What these levels stands for and what is their description? Let's see in very briefly. First is initial. Few processes are defined. Individual efforts are taken here. Second level, repeatable. Depending upon earlier success of project with similar application, necessary project description can be repeated. Okay. Third one is defined process. The process are standardized, documented and followed at their end. Fourth one, managed level. Both software process and product are quantitatively understood and controlled. Optimize. Establish mechanism to plan and implement the change. Innovative ideas and technology can be tested. So these are the 5 different levels of maturity and their descriptions. Even if we see this diagram is also focuses on some part of the CMM. Let's again see this level 1, no key process areas at this level, but here in level 2, software requirement management, software project planning, software project tracking, software quality assurance, software configuration management, subcontract management at this defined level. Third level, organization process focus, organization process definition, integrated software management, software product engineering, peer reviews, training programs, and inter-group coordinations are there. Fourth level, software quality management, quality process management are there. And at the last optimizing level, there are defect prevention, technology change management, and process change management. In this way, we come to the end of this session. In the next time, we will come up with some new topic. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you very much.